everyone. Good afternoon and welcome to the PVAMU-TV Studio and Network Station. My name is Teresa Dowell-Vest. I'm an assistant professor of communications here in the Legacy Hilliard Hall, one of the most renowned and most beautiful spots on our campus here at Prairie View. I'm also the director of film and television production for our program, and I'm excited and incredibly pleased to share with you the newly renovated TV studio. I started here in January of 2017, and one of the first stops in my orientation to this program here was the TV studio. And it was an amazing space. Upon arrival, I thought, wow, I know the students are gaining so much experience and knowledge about television production, film production, and gaining the tools that they'll need to be able to contend in the industry. What I learned, though, was that studio was built in 2011, 2012, and was in dire need of renovation and technological updates. And so I wrote a grant for a Title III, a grant proposal for a Title III grant, and we won the grant. And over the last 4 years, we've been planning and designing and finally executing this new studio. We had a great collaboration with Urbano architects based here in Houston, as well as with Broadcast Studio Designs Incorporated, which is an amazing international company out of San Diego. They've built sets for major affiliates with ABC, CBS, NBC, Fox, you name it, and they've built it. And so doing my research on their company, I learned that some of the stations that I grew up watching in Virginia were designed by them. And so that's who I wanted to work with in putting together this look. I'm going to give you a really quick tour, and then after the tour, I'm going to give you an invitation to come and spend time in the studio, work with us and create content and help us amplify the stories of Prairie View. Right here, what you see behind me is this amazing media wall. It's 6 monitors in a virtual orientation that was inspired by WTTG in Washington, D.C. Again, growing up, watching the news and different programs from WTTG, when I saw their set, I was instantly inspired to replicate that as best I could. The difference between our wall and the wall at WTTG is that their mural is a static photo. It's just a big JPEG from end to end. It doesn't move. It has no video components to it. And that was the difference we made with our particular wall. So as you can see, our logo is animated on the monitors behind me. We can make one big panoramic view. We've seen the football stadium, for instance, go from end to end in this space, and it's amazing. It's just, you feel like you're standing out on the 50-yard line. And then a monitor in the middle that just kind of helps glue the whole picture together. In my tour, you'll see also that we gained inspiration from all the colleges from around the university. For instance, this treatment, this kind of marbleized look, was inspired by the Clark Building, where juvenile justice and psychology is. We lifted some inspiration in the hallways of the Agriculture Business Building, AgBiz as we commonly know it. This dark slate you'll find on the first floor in different places of that building. It's one of my favorite textures around the building. Again, athletics will enjoy having their football players, their soccer players, their basketball players highlighted in each of these panes, or a panoramic view of the football stadium with this big massive wall. If you look, we have these wild walls that move. We have 3 that are on casters. The windows over there, as well as the clear surfaces that you'll see picked up, for instance, on our new anchor desk, are inspired by the engineering program. And then finally, I don't know if I have enough room with the cameras on this side, but let's do it over here. Walk with me, if you will. On the back side of the 2 larger walls, we have inspiration from the School of Architecture. And so the idea, we want every college, every person on this campus to feel like there's a home for them in this space. And as you can see, it took no effort for me to spin these walls and move them around. That allows us to have great flexibility in this space, something that we did not have much of in the original space. So let me show you our two staging areas. First of all, this stage is what we call our little taco stand, if you will. It's a stage that's movable by bringing both sides up on hinges. We can lift them up and roll them away, removing the stage from the space, but for the most part, it pretty much lives right here. We have this great purple couch that will hold interviews and talk to various dignitaries and guests on issues that are important to the campus community. We have these amazing mics with mic flags showing off our university pride, both Prairie View and PVAMU-TV. Great branding, great branding. We also have a large wooden table that was made specifically for us. We have a show called the Prairie View Roundtable Talk, and the people who helped put this whole great space together made this custom for us for that particular show. On this end, we have our new anchor desk, again with a plexiglass see-through top, great monitor in the front. Gives our students a great playground as they become the next generation of multimedia journalists. And no shortage of monitors and visual stimuli around the space, again with great flexibility, great usability for our students, and all the tools that they'll need to be able to compete and contend for the careers of choice as they graduate from this great school. This is done in the form of a team effort. The faculty and staff in the Department of Communication we work tirelessly for our students. Our alumni have joined in also in our efforts to raise up our students and build an incredibly competitive program. We have opportunities that are pipelining our students into grad programs, especially at the University of Southern California, where we currently have 4 students enrolled in their grad program, and 2 recently graduated. One now has a job with the NFL and another with the LA Times. We have students doing amazing things all over the world, quite frankly, and this space, we want this space to be the place where we cultivate the next generation of filmmakers and broadcast journalists. Feel free to come anytime. My name is Teresa Dowell-Vest. You can find my information in the university directory, and any of you and all of you are welcome to come play in this amazing playground. Thank you.